Hello my dear viewers, welcome to my channel. My name is Malena and in this video I'm going to do a book review, but it will not only be a simple book review, it will also be the start of my journey after quitting the pill. And I've been taking the contraceptive pill for 20 years without break. Well, I had one little break in the beginning and it didn't go well and I had many side effects, withdrawal effects, and I was so worried that I just started it again. And during all those years I felt kind of addicted to taking those hormones. The doctors do not really talk about the side effects and the really severe consequences that the pill may have, and that also had on me. But despite those facts that I already knew before, I was all the time extremely afraid of quitting it. And this book, Beyond the Pill by Dr. Jolene Brighten, motivated me to do it, to finally quit the pill despite all those worries that I have. What might happen? Will I lose all my hair? Will I get acne? Will I get like very bad periods or don't get my period at all? This book is for women who are currently on the pill and who want to quit, but who want to prepare their bodies for this and to harmonize the hormones, to bring everything in balance. But it is also for the women who for some reason want to stay on the pill or have to stay on it, but they want to minimize dangerous side effects as good as possible, and you can do that by nutrition, by supplements, etc. And it is also for the women who already quit the pill and who are now experiencing acne, hair loss, mood swings, all those very known side effects of quitting the pill, because the hormones, they are getting crazy, of course, after that. I am already following the so-called 30-day Brighten program, which is a nutritional program for balancing the hormones, for eliminating all the side effects of the pill might have caused, and also for preventing the side effects that may be happening after quitting the pill. So the book is written by Jolene Brighten, Dr. Jolene Brighten, who is a nutritional biochemist. She's a real expert in nutrition and supplements, and that's also a big part of the book. But she is also an expert for women's health and has her own clinic in the US where she helps women who are experiencing the typical women's problems that are mostly related to the hormones, of course. It is a fact, not only in the US apparently, but also in Europe, because I'm living in Germany, that the pill is widely prescribed for non-contraceptive reasons, as a quick fix to solve all kinds of women's problems. Irregular periods, very strong periods, cramps, hair loss, acne, endometriosis. And Dr. Jolene Brighten explains very well why all those problems actually happen and what the background of them is. And the source is something that should be addressed and not just prescribed a quick remedy to just, switch off your hormone system, so to say. And it is also a fact that the women who are prescribed the pill are more often also prescribed antidepressants, because in many women, and I also know some myself, the pill causes depression. It also increases the risk for autoimmune diseases. And guess what? I got an autoimmune disease of my thyroid. It's called Hashimoto's. Maybe you have heard about it. And interestingly, there is one whole chapter about adrenals and the thyroid in this book, because it's such a known problem. And it is also linked to the pill. Of course, not only, but to a large part, and you will understand why. The book also, of course, talks about the other risks, like increased risk for breast cancer and cervical cancer, unexplained hair loss, flagging libido, extreme fatigue, or chronic infections. Also another thing that I had with my sinuses, you know. So it is a very practical kind of action plan to balance your hormones. This kind of a detox with a specific plan for foods that you should eat and foods that you should avoid. There are many supplement recommendations for your specific hormonal status or symptom, such as like if you have a heavy period, or if you have no period, or if you have irregular period, if you have acne or hair loss. So there are supplements recommended for all of those conditions related to hormones or hormonal imbalance. In the beginning, you can take a hormone quiz, which just lists several symptoms that you might experience. And in the end, there is an explanation. You can see which of your hormones might be out of balance. And then the book gives specific recommendations for nutrition and supplements in order to bring those hormones in balance again, so that the symptoms go away. The hormones that are covered are, for example, testosterone, so either low or high testosterone, estrogen, either too much or too little estrogen, progesterone, cortisol, and thyroid hormone. It also gives a lot of information about the period and the female cycle. So the book also has chapters about the liver and how to detox the liver, because the pill influences the liver. It has a chapter about gut and gut health, because the gut is extremely important, especially with regard to preventing autoimmune diseases. And the pill can destroy the healthy barrier, the ability to absorb specific nutrients. So it also talks about how to restore your gut. And there are also chapters about the thyroid, as I said, about adrenals, how to reverse metabolic mayhem, how to boost fertility for those of you who want to get pregnant, for example, and of course on how to enhance the mood. It covers really a lot of topics, and it has so many interesting facts. Then those 30 days, that's nutrition and supplement program with more than 30 hormone balancing recipes. I must say I was a bit overwhelmed in the beginning with all those recipes. I can show you how many. So it's really a big part of the book. Basically it starts here, and it is quite a big part of the book, full of recipes for smoothies, recipes for snacks, for dinners and for lunches. And all the recipes contain multitude of very beneficial ingredients, very beneficial for our women's health, for our hormone balance. I started last week, so I'm now on day 12 or 13. I've already been into it. I was a bit overwhelmed in the beginning, because I have to say that my diet was quite simple before. And I didn't eat that many different ingredients. I already took a lot of supplements for my health, but now I'm taking even more, because of course I've added the supplements that are especially recommended for the women who are quitting the pill for specific symptoms. And then I'm also now eating a multitude of vegetables, fruits and seeds, and very healthy stuff. After you get all those ingredients and have them in your house, in your kitchen, it is actually not that difficult anymore. Just that in the beginning I was like shocked. I thought, oh my god, I don't have this, I don't have this. I had to buy so much stuff, but now my kitchen is stocked, and it's really fun to do all those smoothies and all those recipes, and they are really so tasty, and I have such a good feeling. But the base for the program is to actually eliminate the hormone disruptive ingredients and the hormone disruptive alimentation. Those are gluten and grains, dairy, alcohol, sugar and soy, and also the unhealthy fats. And of course processed foods and the fats that are in those processed food. I can recommend you when you read the book and when you also follow the plan. For me, I found it easy to incorporate all the recommended foods and ingredients and combine them a little bit different in a more simple way, and also used, of course, part of the recipes of Dr. Brighten. During those 30 days, the nutrition should be accompanied by specific supplements if you're not already taking them. There are supplements that are recommended for all women, such as the B vitamins, for example. But there are also supplements that are recommended for specific hormonal issues and specific symptoms. So I got really a lot of supplements because there is a lot issues with my hormones, and also, of course, things that I want to prevent. That's why I got a lot of supplements, of course, all natural sources. Dr. Brighten has her own supplements that are already combined, and I was comparing and counting a lot what would be more economic for me, buy those ready-made supplements by Dr. Brighten or to just buy them from another brand and combine them. In the end, I had to buy them from other brands and just buy them individually and combine them, because the supplements cannot be shipped to Germany. So I think it's only for the US, maybe Canada also. So I had to get them in a different way, but it's okay because there's a really great company here in Berlin who has great supplements, all from natural sources. I got most of them from this company, and so now I have everything. It is quite of an investment in the beginning, but for me it's okay because that's the health, that's my health and my body and my well-being, and for me it is worth to invest in nutrition and those things because there is nothing more precious than health. And I'm prioritizing my nutrition and my health now because I really want my body to get in harmony again. I want to get my period again. I want to have no hair loss and no skin issues and just improve on my health. So in my next video, I'm going to document this journey of quitting the pill, and I will tell you also more about why I actually started the pill, what happened during those 20 years, and what I'm afraid of now, what I am taking specifically to prevent the side effects. So if you don't want to miss that, and if you want to follow me on this journey and you're not yet subscribed to my channel, just click the subscribe button down below and also the notification bell, because then you will be notified every time I upload a new video. And I will do at least one video per month updating you on this journey. What happens to me? How is it going? What about my cycle? Did my period come back? Etc. So don't miss that, and I'll be happy to welcome you in my community, of course. But I will still do other videos as well, the ones that you are already used to, because of course I don't want to bore the girls and the women who are absolutely not interested in women's health and those hormonal issues, who are maybe totally in harmony with their hormones and their bodies. Lucky you. But I will be happy to see you again in those videos. Let's quickly go on and finish this review so that you can decide whether you want to buy or get this book or read it. I already listened to it as an audiobook, and then I got the hard copy because I thought there is so many helpful advice in it. I need to have it in paper. I can look up. I'm actually using it as a cookbook. It already has some spots because I'm using it when I'm cooking. I'm using all the recipes, of course. I will link the book down below so that you can look it up on Amazon, for example. You can also read the reviews there. I have to say there are so many good reviews. And as to the book, without knowing if the 30-day program will actually work with me, I will be able to prevent the withdrawal effects of the pill after 20 years. I will see that in future and I will keep you updated. But even without this, The book is extremely interesting for, as I said, all kinds of women, and especially those who are considering or have been on the pill or who are taking the pill. So big recommendation. There are not many books that are so helpful and so interesting and so motivating. And this book is actually the reason, or one of the reasons, why I finally decided to quit the pill. I finally did it. Oh, by the way, it also has a whole chapter about alternative contraceptive methods. So it's not that this very important detail would not be covered. It is also largely covered in the book, and it's also very interesting. Let's see. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next videos. So stay tuned and bye bye.